afternoon, everyone. It's a little bit different of an attachment behind us right now. I'm going out to spread some limestone out on the field right behind us and the field right across from it. These are the oat and the triticale fields this year that failed on us. And we believe it's because the ground is too acidic. This lime is going to bring the pH level up to 6.5%, I believe. And it's to help bring the acidicness out of the ground so then we get a better crop. The acidic is ending up killing our crops. We're making for less yield on it. So when we got the spreader 2 nights ago, I think, the guy said that can't have a full load yet just to see how good it's spreading and everything. So I got like a third load on there to start with. So it's not too bad. We'll see how it goes. I gotta get out and crank open the back gate, I think, and put down the drive for the apron. I'm gonna start at the far end on these short runs. Dad's gonna run tomorrow. I'll let him have the long runs. I'll do all the short runs today. Shouldn't be too bad. It's ground driven apron. The spinners on the back that spread it all out is running the PTO. So as fast as I want to go is as fast as it'll distribute it out of the back. Should be spreading about 50 feet wide. Not too bad. First time ever we're doing lime on our fields. Part of the reason why they're so acidic. This is the crank right here. Oh, almost looks like Dad's got it all the way open for me. Perfect. You can see it just doesn't fall out of there like maybe fertilizer or something would. Just stream right out the back so it can stay open. Perfect, he's got it set. That's what the lime there looks like. It's just like a powder. That's the apron chain that's ground driven by this tire here off those ones. And then those spinners will spread it. I think that's roughly 20 feet there, 20. Hopefully it runs a bit wider. Put the 5 feet in there. There's 45, almost 50 feet, so pretty decent. It seems to be working pretty good. You can see the line going off right there. Over a bit. It's going into the bean field, but working out pretty good. My dad's been combining for the afternoon. He got a couple fields over there done. We got all this big section here done. Harvest is going good so far. We had a minor breakdown the other day. Sickle bar broke on the grain head. Brought it home that night, welded it back up. Next morning, put it back in the header. But we got that field done now. That one had about 10 acres of drowned out spots and beaver damage and geese damage, so it was maybe 30 acres. We got 4 carts off it, 400 bushel each, running about 10 ton a piece. And then he's got a full wagon up there he's gonna bring back to the yard. Spreader's gotta get empty soon. Not too bad. Starting with the short runs. start over here, work our way over, just so we don't have to end with the short runs tomorrow. This is a rental spreader that we're using, so got to get it done for the next person who needs it. But it's working out pretty good, I'd have to say. Every time I go around a corner, I lift up the drive wheel and straighten back up and drop it back down. Going pretty good so far. Looking like she's getting a little empty there, so yeah, she's empty. Looking like it. Not spreading as much. Yeah, she's empty. So I'll go up the same pathway. So I know where I ended last. That track right there is where I ended last. So I go over a bit more, make one pass, and then I'll start going up and down that way. This is the only spot of the field where we go horizontal with, the rest we go vertical up and down, so it's not too bad. Let's turn her down here now, and there we go. Time to go for load 2. We're coming up for the 4th load here. Spreaders from the seed dealer and company Harvex. They're feed, seed, anything to do with agriculture, like planting, inputs, everything. So that's where we got our fertilizer, or lime fertilizer spreader. Same thing pretty well. It's more used for lime, I think. So thank you guys for lending us that for rent and setting us up for a bunch of lime here. We've got about 70 to 80 tons of lime here. Well, it's not all here anymore. I'm on my 4th load loading. 40 of it goes here, 40 of it goes over there, and we gotta do this again next year. Dad was telling me. Gotta do it next year because of how acidic the ground is. So after we get all the corn off next year, because these 2 fields are gonna be corn, we gotta do it all over again. So that's 160 tons of lime put on these 2 fields of 40 acres. It's not too bad. It is a lot of lime, but we're gonna do it to a couple other fields next year too. Get the pH back up so we can have the maximum crops as we can. It's just like a powder down there. I've been loading it with 2355. If any of you guys remember from back in the spring when I hurt my ankle playing soccer, it healed over the summer pretty decent. I'm in gym class right now for school, and we're playing soccer again and just running around kicking the ball playing soccer. Screwed it all up again, so I got a wrap on it inside the boot there, so no need for crutches now, but it hurts at the odd time when I catch it on something. So what do you do? Just gotta keep on going, eh? That tire on the back there, it's getting slippery, it's not catching, and it's not putting out the chain, it's not spinning the chain for the apron. So we're done for tonight. We gotta have that field. Pretty well just got that. I'm gonna do an outside pass around there to catch the end rows, and then one more pass up here tomorrow with the spreader, just so I know I covered everything. I got a bit more for the pile that's supposed to be on this field, so that's what I'll do with it. Got another load and a half to go there, and probably a full load to go around there. So it's not too bad. It's covering it pretty good. And then we got the other 2 piles for this field. The dew on the grass, because it's so thick of grass, like next fall when these are cornfields, it'll work no problem, because it's corn stalks and you got grip on that and not really any dew through it. Just this silky grass makes the tires all wet. You can probably see it, the front tire there. It's a little wet from the dew. Sun's gone down, so yeah, it's mid to end October, so every night it gets cold now, which adds the dew. It's foggier than hell this morning. Couldn't even see out the driveway, that's how foggy it was. So I'm gonna take the other tractor up to the house. I'm gonna leave this one out in the field, leave it with the lime pile, and it should be good.